name's Chanel and this is my YouTube channel about all my yarnie adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Mama of Yarn. Today is March 2nd and it is a beautiful, crisp, bright, sunny day outside. Lovely, bright weather. Anyway, so let's get started. Today I've got one finished object to show you, 3 whips, and I'm sad to say a shocking amount of acquisitions, but more about those later on. What else have I got to say just on the top note? Oh, amazingly, I've hit over 200 subscribers now. Yay, high five me. So I'm thinking of doing a pattern giveaway this episode. So I'll talk more about that at the end once I've shown you some yarnie goodness. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a fantastic time with your projects, your knitting, spinning, all of that yarnie stuff, or even if it's not yarnie related, if it's gardening, if it's baking, I hope you're having lots of fun. Yes, so let's get started. Finished object number 1, my Felici socks. They are beautiful, look at that. They even, oh, that way, match perfectly. Let's look at the stripes. I knit these on a 2.25 US 1, 64 stitches, 9-inch circular. Should have said that bit earlier. 2x2 rib for the sock, for the cuff. Don't know whether you can see that. I always knit a line on the colour change. That way you get that nice crisp finish on the colour change. You don't get that little blip of colour on the pearls. 60 stitches. Oh my goodness, it's been 2 weeks and I've totally lost track. 60 rows for the leg. I did my own little slip stitch design here. Knit 3, slip 1, knit 3, slip 1, just on that colour change. I only did it for 1 row and it just gave that little tiny blip. I might try next time doing it for the 2 rows and you might get a longer blip, but I quite like, it's very delicate, just gives it a little bit of something else other than the straight stockinette. Slip stitch heel, gusset, 60, no, these were 50, I think they were 54 for the leg and my own toe pattern. I believe it's like a rounded toe. And that is that. They're beautiful. They weighed, in case anyone's interested, 67 grams of Felici, so plenty left for something else. I've added it to my some leftovers to my memory blanket and the rest in my scrap pile, but there they are. Oh, look how beautiful they are. Really, really pleased. There's the other side, just in case. The only thing I would say, some Felici balls have an issue with their dyeing. Can you see that white line? And again, it's just here where the dye hasn't taken or it's been missed, but to be honest, it just gives it more of a tonal hand-dyed look, doesn't it? There, it's on the other side there as well. But there we have it. Perfect. So the one and only finished object. It's been 2 weeks and I feel like I've got nothing to show you, but that's because I've been working on my test knit. So here it is, the Journeyman jumper by Knit Wits and Yarns. This is beautiful. It's cable and seed stitch at the top. It's all knit flat and then seamed together. It's on, I believe, let me check, US 7s, 5.5 millimeter, and yeah, worsted weight yarn. So let me show you. Oh my goodness, look. So it's a whip because I've got to seam it. That's the only thing, really. I suppose I could call it a finished object, but my husband is going to absolutely love this. Look at this seed stitch. Ribbing for the neck on a just one by one. Look at these cables. Oh my goodness. I cannot recommend this pattern enough. It was an absolute pleasure to test. Let me hold that out. So we've got, oh my goodness, what's going on? There we are. We've got one nice twisted rib here, twisted cable there. The small little cables. These beautiful, beautiful diamonds. And then again, just the repeat of this, although instead of the two, it's just the one. And exactly the same on the other side. The pattern isn't on the back. The back is just stockinette. Sleeves are just stockinette with, I'll open them up, the one by one rib. And it is just beautiful. Oh, I best go and get the yarn ball that I used. Oh, it's so warm and squishy. So I used, excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Hatfield Bonus Aran with 20% wool. This yarn comes in you can't really see it, 400 gram balls. So I bought two and they were £13.50 UK, British. So 27, I'm just gonna quickly work that out into, it's 27 UK pounds, so less than $30 for people that are in US dollars. I knit my husband a size medium, which I believe is a 40 inch, and it is perfect, absolutely perfect. He hasn't tried it on yet, but could highly, highly recommend that yarn just for a simple throw-on sweater. It's going to keep him warm in the winter, and at less than $30, £27, it is amazing. It doesn't matter then if it gets damaged. With this yarn, I believe, I will just check. Yeah, machine washable at 40. So just on a light wash. And let's just get it again. I believe this pattern comes out in April, at the beginning of April, so 1 more month. It's still in testing stages. I haven't found any errors or issues with the pattern. Look at that seed stitch. It feels, sorry to keep touching, but it feels so beautiful to the touch. And I cast this on, I believe, 4th of February. And it's now only the 2nd of March, less than a month. And it's huge, huge, huge. That is how enjoyable this pattern was. I just could not put it down. Now you can see why I only have one finished object, although I could really class this as a finished object. And that is that. It's beautiful. So I will link all the information down below. If you're watching on a tablet or your phone, I believe next to the title there's a more button. If you click that, it will bring up the description, and I will link everything: patterns, yarns, dyers, designers. I'll link everything below. I will try and link websites along with the Ravelry, because I know some people can't use the Ravelry pages. Unfortunately, that's where I put all my patterns. It's easier for me to keep on track of all my projects, etc. there. But I will link if they have other websites and pages for you. And there's not much else to tell. Go check it out. It's perfect. Well, first of all, check out their page. They've got some beautiful, beautiful hats and other jumpers, beanies that I can highly, highly recommend. My second whip is a blanket. I want to thank you all very much for your beautiful, kind comments about whether or not to knit for my nana's crochet for my nana's retirement home. You all said go for it. I've gone for it. So here's the start of the first blanket. Crochet. I only crochet blankets to gift because they're just quick, simple, and it is looking stunning. I'm crocheting on an Aran worsted weight yarn with a 5mm hook, and let's start. That's the center, and then we've got, look at this. I'm not going to make them huge. I'm going to make them just big enough as a lap. There we are. As a lap blanket size. Probably going to go, I don't know, maybe a me. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think I'm about halfway. So this is a pattern by Helen Shrimpton, crystalsandcrochet.com. It's a paid for pattern. It's 6 UK British pounds, and I will link below all the details. It is a blanket that's got about 6 or 7 different colours. I never follow colours. I love creating my own colours. I'm thinking of doing each person either white and a colour, but I haven't decided. I will link, well, no, I won't link because it's not finished yet. I am writing all the details for the colour changes that I'm doing, how much yarn I'm using for each round in a spreadsheet. So if anyone would like that information, please do get in contact with me. I'm more than happy to share, send it over in an email. I do use Excel spreadsheets, so that would be the format that you would receive. And there, it's beautiful. Can't stop looking at it. Look at the squish to it. It's going to be so warm and cozy for them. And that is the second works in progress. I haven't worked on my Quest shawl, so I won't be showing that today. These 2 weeks I haven't worked on it, so there's no point sharing. I haven't worked on my monster. He's been put to one side for a second so I can focus on the Journeyman test knit and this blanket. But I have, crazily, cast on another sweater. So let me show you my third works in progress. Not really that it's a works in progress because there's not much to it at the moment. This is housed in my tote bag that I got from the yarn festival from the weekend, which I'll talk about in a little while. But I have cast on the Garter Marla cardigan by Stephen West. Let's see if I can find, oh, there we are. Mine is not going to look like that. I've decided to do 5 colours and almost like a blend, maybe an even ombre feel to it. So here it is at the moment. I have just cast on the collar and that's it. It is knit on US 7s, 5.5. I'm knitting on Chow Gu red lace. As you all know by now, they're my go-tos. I cannot fault them. I have never had issues. The only problem is because they're from the US, I have to pay extortionate prices for them. But still, I love them. I couldn't be without them, so I have to pay them. So, what can I say about this yarns? I'm holding it, a Bare Merino nylon 8515, so soft, so squishy, with leftovers from a Stephen West shawl that I made. Holst garn. This is super soft, 100% wool. 50 grams, and it is 314 yards, 287 meters. I have, let's hold all the colors, put them in order. There they are. Oh my gosh. Oh! Never mind. So, on that, I got distracted because it blended to my wall behind, and I realised I'm obsessed with this colour, and I never even realised. But still, anyway, where were we? So here's 4 because I can hold them. So look at that. We have flannel grey, aubergine, look at that deep, deep purple colour. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Peony, which is that nice pinky colour, and magenta, which is just a more pinky version, ever so slight, can't really tell, ever so slight more pink to that. And then what happened to that other little ball? Here it is. I have no idea what this colour is, but it is just ever so slightly one more shade lighter than the peony. So the plan is, there's that, to knit. I'm knitting the short rows at the back. Let's have a look. Can you see? Do they show you a short rows? Ah, here we are. So this section here will be grey, and then the colours will work their way down. I've measured, and I believe, here we are. Let's fold that and fold that so I don't show you anything I'm not supposed to. So this is what, it's a full length. I've worked out how long I want the sweater, and then I've divided it by the 5 colours, and I'm thinking 5 inches for each colour. So I will just follow the pattern, working 5 inches in one colour, dropping, picking up the next one, 5 inches, dropping, picking up the next one, and working that way. Because, as you know me by now, I cannot just follow a pattern. I make things too difficult for myself. But I think that's the fun in this kind of hobby. Not really a hobby, it's an obsession really, isn't it? Obsession, craft. We get the ability to just change, chop, change, add, remove, and do exactly what we feel we would like. There's nothing better than being creative and adding your own spin to things. Sometimes just use the pattern as a template and then design and work around your colour choices. If you want to add something, remove something. A lot of the time, sometimes, I shorten sleeves. I don't follow patterns for the sleeve. If I want to stop at a 3/4, I just stop, add on a cuff. We can be ourselves. We can express ourselves through our craft. That's what I was trying to think about just then. and have fun, enjoy it, do what makes you happy. So I saw all these oddments laying around and I just thought, what better way to use them than put them in that sweater. I've got little tiny balls, everything is in here. The only thing I don't know is whether I've got enough. I'm sure I've got enough. It's full. Can you see? Full to the brim of bits and pieces. And if I haven't got enough, I'll just go up to the stash room, find something else and add it in. There's no stress, there's no worry. It's all about being fun and creative. I am knitting it alongside Lisa of Knit All the Yarn, 72 stitches. She's lovely, absolutely lovely person. I will link her down below. She's doing a little Stephen West knit along, in no way sponsored or anything by Stephen West. It's just something that we've spoken about. She's put a little Facebook group together, not Facebook, I'm ever so sorry, Ravelry group together on her page and forum. And just, if you fancy, join in. Knit a West Knit pattern with us. It can be anything. It can be hats, sweaters. I think he's got socks now as well. Shawls, obviously. Cardies, the works. If you fancy joining us on a really low key, take your time, pop over. All the information is there. Knit-alongs are fun. It gives you some inspiration, some ideas, and someone to have a little chat and communicate with whilst you're knitting a project. And that is all the works in progress. Future cast on, which should have been cast on yesterday, but life has been hectic. Let me tell you that. Goodness me. Life, sometimes it throws you some serious curveballs, doesn't it? My little cactus bag only means one thing, especially when it's the 2nd of March. Desert Vista Dye Works in, very hard to see, but it's called Rainbow Bob. This is my colourway for March. I think I showed it earlier on the last podcast. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to cast on a pair of socks with this. So this is my future cast on. If I get time today, I'm going to cast that on. I've already got my Chow Goose 9-inch ready. I've got my little stitch marker. I think I've shown this before. It's a little tiny weeny cactus, which is perfect for marking my sock progress. So that's on the Viso base, superwash merino, 75%, nylon 25%, and that's for the monthly sock knit along by Susan of Desert Vista Dye Works. I will link all of that down below. Oh, squish. It's you knit a pair of socks in her yarn once a month, pop them onto her Ravelry page, and you can win some prizes. How wonderful is that? And that is all the knitting projects and future cast-ons. 24 minutes. My goodness me. I have been nattering today. So on the weekend, so thank you very much for watching. If you've had enough and you don't want to see all my purchases and acquisitions, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. If you do want to see them, we're popping on now. So on the weekend, I went to Unravel. I was really hoping to take some videos and vlog it for you, but it was crazy busy. Manic is not the word. I got there at 9 and we had left by 11:30. But even though we were only there, so what, 9, 10, 2.5 hours, I bought too much. So Unravel, there is another one in September. It's in Surrey if you're in the UK. It was a beautiful, beautiful yarn festival. Some absolutely stunning dyers, yarns, spinning, crochet, knitting, you name it, it was there. It was just way too busy for me. So maybe I'll pop over in September. So the first stall that I purchased from, oh, look at this, was from the Urban Pearl. Let's put that down. Oh my gosh, funny enough. The Hocus Pocus colourway, and it's a luxe high twist sock, 80% merino, 20% silk. Oh, I didn't even notice that was silk. I assumed it was nylon. No wonder that's so soft. 365 meters. Absolutely beautiful. I definitely won't be making socks with that now I've realised it's silk. I honestly thought I'd bought nylon. Never mind. No wonder it was expensive. And the second one, oh, look at those greys. Look at those speckles. Oh my goodness. 20% merino, 80% merino, 20% silk in the Soho colourway. Oh, they're absolutely stunning. Let's hold them together. Look at those. Ooh. So they will be going into stash because I have absolutely no idea now what to make with them. Maybe a sweater. Oh, they smell so good. Beautiful, beautiful. So purchase number 1. Oh dear, we've still got a few. Purchase number 2. Now this is going to be a shocker for people because I don't normally knit in these colours at all, but look at that. Look, oh my gosh, the way that is glowing. Absolutely stunning. Those lilacs. Oh, look. I just could not walk past and leave it there. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, Bona Yarns, it is 100% superwash merino, 400 meters. Oh, look, oh my goodness me. Could that be a shawl? Could that be a hat? Not really a hat person. Could that be some colour work in a sweater maybe? Oh. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, colourway. That would help, wouldn't it? Cravat. Is that what that says? It does, cravat. Not really cravat colour, is it? But maybe I don't understand the meaning. Beautiful. And then we moved on and I bought more. Oh my goodness. And this was before I'd even realised that I'd bought the other one. Honestly, look at that. Oh, those greens. Oh my goodness. Purples, pinks, yellows, oranges. No purple in here. So it's justified buying this one then, isn't it? Because look, even though they're the same colour, they're different. They are different. It's justified. This is called Craze by Ted Knits UK. Merino nylon, 75/25. Let me show you that there. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that will be going in stash as well, just to look at and squish and smell, because we love to do that. This, I know what I'm doing with this. So then I popped in to see Kitey, the yarn whisperer. He was a stall there, and look. Oh my goodness, this is going to be socks. And I'm going to cast them on once I've finished my Desert Vista Dye Works socks. This is called a Unicorn 8 My Homework. It's on a sparkle sock, 75 merino, 25 nylon, 5% stellina, 400 meters. It is so soft. I don't know whether you could, oh yeah, look. Can you see that sparkle? Oh my goodness. And those colours. Look at those colours. Oranges, pinks, reds, greens, yellows, lilac. Let's see, look at those different blues. And then when you go in here, oh, look. So they are going to be socks. Crazy, crazy socks. And I'm going to love wearing them. Every single second of knitting them, I'm going to love. Oh my goodness, look, I've just poked that through. Oh, look at that deep purple in there. Oh my goodness. Absolutely stunning. I'm scared. I've got more to show you. Can't help it. Cannot help. I couldn't help it. I haven't been to a yarn festival since September last year, so it's justified. I did get these two little dice. Progress keepers. Kitey from the Yarn Whisperer makes them. I will link below. They are just so much fun. I am a D&D player, Dungeons and Dragons, and these are D20s, and they are going to be perfect on my projects. I don't know whether you noticed, just here are some D&D characters that I play with. Look at those, they are so much fun. So I purchased those because I couldn't walk past them. They had meaning to me. They needed to go in my shopping bag. Well, now we're on the last two things, and I did something really crazy. Can anyone guess what's in here? Probably not, because I haven't spoken about it for a little while. In here, I bought a drop spindle. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, can you see? It's not really showing up very well. It's all hand carved. And it's snake's wood. And apparently the gentleman that made it told me that's what they make violin bows from. I didn't know. It's absolutely stunning. I shouldn't have bought it. It cost far too much money. And I haven't even used it yet. But I really want to start spinning. Oh, here we are. There's his card. And it's handmade by this gentleman from First Crafts. He's from the Isle of Wight, and his website is thewoodemporium.co.uk. From the tree to you with passion. Oh, how lovely is that? He's called Ian, and he actually also showed me how to use it, which was very, very kind of him. So I've bought that, so it only means the last purchase of the day was some fibre. Oh my goodness, I feel so embarrassed holding this up. Look, it's this colour again. I think I'm going to have to call this podcast All the Purples or something. I didn't even realise when I was going round. But look, all that fluff. So this is by Adelaide Walker LLP. It's 90% merino, 10% bamboo, 100 grams. I have no idea how much 100 grams of fibre will spin. None whatsoever. I don't know anything about spinning. This is going to be a completely new journey to me. It's something, just a bit of fun that I thought I'd like to try. If you've got any tips or tricks or comments, opinions on drop spinning, please, please, please do get in contact with me. Drop them down below. Email me. I don't mind anything. If you've got any YouTube videos that will help me, I would love to hear about it, because I'm thinking what I'd like to do is do a project from start to finish, documenting it all. So hand spinning, I've been shown how to ply the yarn after I've spun it on the little spindle thing. Apparently I've got to get a shoebox or something. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But as you can imagine, my husband was rather shocked with all the purchases. But I am so excited to try spinning that yarn. Sorry, I was looking at it again. So I haven't even unravelled it. I think it's just a long piece that I need to split. Do I split long way? I don't know. I have no idea. What was I thinking? So what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of yarn, a drop spindle, a bag, 2 progress keepers, and a ball of fibre, all in, it's easy to be done, isn't it? 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I had already, in that time, stopped for a coffee and a piece of cake. And then we got home on Saturday to find the postman had been. I was not in good books, trust me. Oops. Never mind. I haven't spent for ages. Chromatic Yarns by The Corner of Craft, and this is her D&D colourway for February, and it is beautiful. I did sweeten all the spending by telling my husband I'll make him a pair of socks out of this. They will look very nice done. So this is Now Your Soul is Forfeit on sturdy sock. It is 75 blue-faced Leicester and 25 nylon, 465 yards, 425 metres. It is beautiful. Look how deep and rich those colours are. Absolutely stunning. But that wasn't it, because earlier in the week I got my sock and key club from KoFi. This is the last thing. That's it now. There's nothing else to show. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at those beautiful, beautiful rusticy colours. Oh, and it came with, which I think is almost like a lilac and bear yarn. It's called, oh, you can't really see. It's called the Doll's House Key. It's corridor sock 80-20, 400 metres and 80 metres, and it's beautiful. And I can see Doll's House. Those old wooden doll's houses that we all had, with the little rooms, all the different colours. Oh, very antique-y. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that was the last acquisition. Oops. It is what it is. Some months we spend, some months we don't. And I did also purchased an advent calendar as well, but that's not till December. Actually, I believe it comes in November. But anyway, let's not dwell on it. I've had a rough 2 weeks. I've felt really, and that helped. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. It brings joy. And I won't be spending in March. I've got so much yarn now. I've got big projects. I'm using up stash, and I'm using up stash for the blankets. So it's fine. I'm justifying it by the cardigan is stash, the blankets that I'm making for the retirement village, stash, everything's stash. So all of that's coming out and that can just slot in. So thank you very, very much for spending, oh my goodness, 40 minutes with me just rabbiting on about yarn. Let's do some fun giveaway information. I want to thank you all so much for subscribing, following, leaving me comments. It truly, truly does mean the world to me. So for that note, I want to say a massive hello and welcome to all new subscribers, and welcome back to everyone that's been following since the beginning. So as I said, I hit over 200 last week, which was amazing. I really did not expect that. I popped on and there it was. So let's do 2 pattern giveaways. So a pattern of your choice up to the value of 10 let's do UK. 10 UK British pounds, because that's easier for me. I will be doing it on Ravelry because that is what's easiest, unless if you are a winner and you can't use Ravelry and you found a pattern on a different website that's easy for me to gift, then I'm more than happy to do that for you. So what is the stipulation? The stipulation is you must be a subscriber of my channel. That is vital, and I will be checking. Leave a comment below and I will pick winners from the comments on this video. So let's leave it up for 2 weeks. So on the 16th of March, I will pick 2 winners in that video and alert you there, announce it there, and then if you could contact me, but we'll go through all of that when I pick winners. Just, I've gone blank. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe to be in with a chance to win a free pattern of your choice up to the value of 10 UK British pounds. Have a wonderful, wonderful week and weekend. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope you enjoy your projects this week. And until we speak again, happy crafting. Bye.